I don't know what's holy anymore. I don't know what's holding me inside an open door, but I don't want to think about it anyhow. The tide will not lie still, she will wash away my will and leave me unfulfilled, asking, what do we do now? Wrap me up inside your covers, lover, cover me, shut it out. Oh, shut the world out inside your covers, lover, cover me, lover, cover me. The world is getting loud. I don't know a thing about salvation. I can't say what's not okay for another one's creation, but something in my head is crying out. The tide will not lie still, she will wash away my will and leave me unfulfilled, asking, what do we do now? Wrap me up inside your covers, lover, cover me, shut it out. Oh, shut the world out inside your covers, lover, cover me, lover, cover me. The world is getting loud. Wrap me up inside your covers, lover, cover me, shut it out. Oh, shut the world out inside your covers, lover, cover me. Wrap me up inside your covers, lover, cover me, shut it out. Well, shut the world out inside your covers, lover, cover me, lover, cover me, lover, cover me, lover, cover me, lover, cover me. The world is getting loud. All right, that was our first one. That was called Covers, and this next one is called a name that escapes me because I just wrote it. Oh, There Is a Love. Oh girl, there is a love that's waiting for you. It's been trying to find you in the haze. Soon you'll know why the road so far has been so much alone. Soon love will be with you all your days. Oh boy, there is a love that's on its way to you. It's been knocking on the door of your old heart, but you boarded it up after someone treated you rough, because the only place that's safe is far apart. How long has it been? Are you gonna spend the rest of your life trying to get out of your skin? Start running in place, give up the chase. Look at all the love you live within. Oh babe, there is a love that's coming for you. Don't worry, it's already on the way. Keep your light burning bright, it's all gonna be alright. Oh girl, there is a love for you. Oh love, there is a love for you. My love song to all of you. And this last one, some of you may recognize, it is called Skeletons. Psych. Okay. Run your fingers down my back, make certain I can feel the emptiness you carry. Paint me yellow, paint me black, I'm your canvas, paint me anything, anything but ordinary. Ooh, can you keep a secret? Ooh, can you keep a secret? Life is a collection of closets we hide, the things we don't want to explain, and then we don't give away the key to anyone we don't want to push away. Skeletons, skeletons, they hide inside. The skeletons, skeletons, they hide inside, and we don't want to see. Smoking mirrors in your head, don a different mask for every day you make a killing. Shut your eyes, it's not that bad. Who's to say what's wrong if I am the one who decides that I am willing? Ooh, can you keep a secret? Ooh, can you keep a secret? Life is a collection of closets we hide, the things we don't want to explain, and then we don't give away the key to anyone we don't want to push away, push away, push away. The skeletons, skeletons, they hide inside. wanna see. No, we don't wanna see. No, we don't wanna see. We don't wanna see. Life is a collection of closets we hide, the things we don't want to explain, and then we don't give away the key to anyone we don't want to push away. Life is a collection of closets we hide, the things we don't want to explain, and then we don't give away the key to anyone we don't want to push away, push away, push away. The skeletons, skeletons, they hide inside. Skeletons, skeletons, they hide inside. Knock it up now, child. The skeletons, skeletons, they hide inside. And we don't want to see the skeletons, skeletons, they hide inside. And we don't want to see. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, Pax, you were incredible. I love that. I love that. That lineup. You know, I got to hear that while you were doing the rehearsals, and you know, you saw me. Whenever you do skeletons, it's something. It's a throwback for us because we know this from your song list. And thank you so much, Pax, for doing this. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me on. This is so fun.
How has this quarantine been treating you?
Woo. I've been hanging in there, you know, very, very grateful to still be working, and working from home. Getting to spend a lot of time with my puppy girl, so that's been great. It's definitely been hard. But you know, there's always a silver lining, right?
Yeah, and our pets get really they're getting a lot of attention right now. I mean, our dog, he's weirded out anytime we're both out of the house now. That's one of the things I've noticed. He's like, wait, what?
Yeah, the new normal is home all the time.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not used to that at this point. I am curious. I want to go ahead and get this out of the way. With anybody who might know you from performing in the past, they might know you as Amy Dixon. And you've changed your name. You've gotten a tattoo. You got a guitar.
Pierced my nose.
I'm curious. What inspired the name?
Well, so basically, when thinking about branding and how I want to be reachable and that kind of thing, there are, as luck would have it, a lot of Amy Dixons in the world, which is great. I'm in great company, but a lot of them are in creative fields already. So like, there's an Amy Dixon saxophone player, and there's an Amy Dixon fine artist, and all these things. So like, people who know me know that I have like a lot of different irons and a lot of different creative fires, I guess we could say. So for my illustration and design work, I had to come up with another like nom de plume that people could find me by, because I was fully unfindable as Amy Dixon. So I have another name for that, and then it just sort of made sense to transition that into my music as well. And Amy Dixon wasn't really the persona under which I wanted to present, this creative passion of mine to the world. Pax is definitely a much more fitting face for that.
Yeah, I agree. I love it. First off, it's kind of like I've heard what is it? Katy Perry. She was Katie Hudson, and that's too close to Kate Hudson, so she's Katy Perry for just that reason. I get that entirely. I'm also curious because we love your voice. I've just seen it popping up, and I agree. That's one of the reasons I had to have you perform with us. One of the things I used to say, I remember, your voice flows like water in my ears. It's something about it. It's just your notes are so effortless and flawless. And I'm curious, what inspired you, or did anyone was it a person, a performer? What inspired you to begin singing?
It was a lot of long car rides with my parents. So we grew up singing to the radio. We always lived really far away from whatever activity we were doing. So I'm from Stockbridge. My mom has, for most of my life, worked in Buckhead, and my dad worked in Fayetteville. So we were driving really long distances to our engagements.
And those are long. Those are long miles apart from one another.
Hours and hours and hours. In the car. So we grew up singing in the car, and we used to play the song game where like we would all take turns just like doing a song karaoke thing. Where like,
that's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, so my musical influences are from all over, but especially growing up, it was like very country bluegrass heavy. Pearl Jam is my favorite band, so you have like the classic like 90s classic rock bands, and then when I got a little bit older, I got into musical theater, which really inspired a lot of the tone that I have now, along with the bluegrass. So yeah, it's from all over the place.
When you go from singing in the car to like, singing songs everyone knows, and then you go into musical theater, I feel like it kind of really does expand your talent and your repertoire for music. You definitely learn a lot more singable songs. That's one of the things I used to do, singing in the car. I had a little brother who I would sing in the car with all the time, and we would listen to soundtracks and just learn our parts. You know what I mean? So I get that. I can completely relate. Where do you see yourself going? I know you've changed the name, and I'm curious. Where do you see yourself headed in the future in music?
Well, I have no set plans as of right now. I just want to get my existing songs recorded and just continue writing.
So you've written these. I know this one was written. There is a Love was written last week. Was that right?
Well, it was finished last week. I think
right.
I started writing it a couple of months ago, but I didn't have that bridge for the longest time, and it was just the like first two verses, and then like the first half of the third verse. So like that's a lot of how my songs come together. Is sometimes I'll just sit down and write the whole thing in one go. Yeah. So like Skeletons, I actually wrote in the car while I was driving. And I just took it line by line and was doing, like a note on my phone, like a voice memo.
Yeah.
So that, all in one fell swoop. But yeah, There Is a Love was officially finished last week.
I always say that there are some songs that write themselves. It feels like the pen touches paper and it just doesn't stop until the song is done. And then there are some songs that I understand. I have songs that took years to finish, to complete. Mm-hmm. Finally the final bridge would pop in your head and you go, oh, now the song's done. I can completely relate to that. And I do want to ask you this. If you could collaborate with any artist in history, who would it be and why, Miss Pax Paran?
Oh, no. There's so many. So I'll just say who I would be most excited to immediately. And that would have to be Post Malone.
Oh,
I
love Oh, my God. I love that answer.
I want him to have all my children.
Yeah.
I think he's just so talented, and like he just seems like such a genuine dude. Like I would like to hang out with him, but also I feel like we have a lot of similarities in terms of like our musical influences and tastes, and what we write really span a lot of things.
Yeah.
So like, he's not really pigeonholed to one genre, and I don't think of myself that way either as a musician. So I think that would be a really fun collaboration.
I agree. That's the second you said it. That was out of left field for me. I mean, I don't honestly, with you, Pax, I'm not exactly sure what I would expect, but that's the one that I definitely was not expecting, and I love it. I want to hear it.
Awesome.
Well, so everybody, I want to let everyone know how they can tip you. If you like what you heard, you can tip her on Venmo at Amy, AMYCDIXON. Be sure to tip if you like what you heard. Amy, do you have anything anywhere that anyone can find? I'm sorry, Pax, do you have places that everyone can find your music?
Amy who? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So people can follow me right now on Instagram at Pax Paran, PAXPARAN. It's all A's. Yeah, so I'm most active on Instagram right now, but I am putting together a website. Skeletons is currently in the process of being recorded, so that's going to be my first single.
Yes.
So soon that will be available on SoundCloud, and I'm hoping, eventually to get on the spot. I have a lot of plans for where I'm going to put these things, but most immediately, Instagram.
Got you. So you can find Pax Paran on Instagram. Well, thank you so much, Pax, for joining us.
Thank you, Kyle, for having me.
We always it's a lot of work, and then the show is over. So I thank you so much for all of your work, and now we get to relax and take a breather. And you get and we get to relax with our dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Pax. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and I want to have you back anytime, okay?
Oh, yes, please. I would love that so much.
Well, you have a good night, okay?
Thank you, you too.
Bye-bye, Pax.
Bye.